ElectraCast.
Welcome to the Congressional Record Daily Digest, where we bring you all the previous day's U.S. legislative proceedings in 4 minutes or less. In today's episode, we bring you the Congressional Record for February 9th, 2026.
Today in Congress, the Senate introduced 10 bills, numbered 3802 through 3811, beginning consideration of new legislative proposals across multiple policy areas. The Senate advanced Senate Bill 1809, which would amend Title 18 of the United States Code to prohibit the taking or transmitting of video of defense information. The measure is designed to strengthen national security protections and affects members of the military, defense personnel, contractors, and anyone handling sensitive defense materials. Lawmakers also moved forward with Senate Bill 2544. This bill would allow state, local, and tribal law enforcement agencies that receive eligible federal grant funding to use those funds to investigate elder financial fraud, pig butchering schemes, and other financial crimes. It also clarifies that federal law enforcement agencies may assist these agencies in using blockchain tracing tools. The legislation directly impacts older Americans, fraud victims, financial institutions, and law enforcement agencies working to combat complex financial scams. In addition to legislative measures, the Senate agreed to a resolution designating January 2026 as National Stalking Awareness Month. The resolution highlights stalking prevention efforts and supports victims, advocacy groups, and law enforcement agencies nationwide. The Senate also continued consideration of the nomination of Daniel E. Burrows of Colorado to serve as an Assistant Attorney General. Senators voted 51 to 47 to invoke cloture, limiting further debate and advancing the nomination toward a final confirmation vote. This action affects leadership within the Department of Justice and the direction of federal law enforcement policy. In the House of Representatives, lawmakers introduced 44 public bills and 5 resolutions, beginning work on a broad range of new proposals. The House passed the Semi-Quincentennial Congressional Time Capsule Act, establishing a congressional time capsule to commemorate the 250th anniversary of the United States, affecting national historical preservation efforts. Members also passed the 2.50 for America's 250th Act, directing the Secretary of the Treasury to mint and issue commemorative $2.50 coins, impacting the Treasury Department and coin collectors. In housing policy, the House passed the Housing for the 21st Century Act by a vote of 390 to 9. The legislation aims to increase the national housing supply and directly affects homebuyers, renters, developers, and local governments. The House also approved the Financial Stability Oversight Council Improvement Act, requiring the Council to consider alternatives before subjecting certain non-bank financial companies to Federal Reserve supervision, affecting financial institutions and federal regulators. Finally, lawmakers passed measures related to international security and sanctions policy, including legislation addressing threats by the People's Republic of China toward Taiwan and extending sanctions authorities related to Burma. Overall, the day's actions focused on national security, fraud prevention, financial regulation, housing supply, historical commemoration, international policy, and federal law enforcement leadership. Those were the key activities of February 9th, 2026 in the U.S. Congress.
Subscribe to receive daily updates or rate or review so others can find us as well. Thanks for tuning in to the Congressional Record Daily Digest. This has been an ElectraCast media production. Executive producers are Mark Netter and Peter Rafelson. Produced and edited by Delilah Sperrazza. Music by Peter Rafelson.
Hi, it's me, Flo, the annoying clairvoyant from Ghost Hampton, the podcast. We had the time of our lives, or in my case, death, giving all our listeners the willies this summer. You missed Ghost Hampton? No, we can't allow that. Now, all episodes of Ghost Hampton are running on ElectraCast Media everywhere for free. Ghost Hampton, go there to be frightened, stay there to laugh. ElectraCast.
Hey everybody, Diego here from the Candle Power Hour and Candle Power Records. Together with ElectraCast Records, we proudly present Imperial Highway, a California sampler, 15 singles tracked by artists all based in California. Every song on Imperial Highway is mastered to deliver. Rock and roll is back, and we got what you want. If you're craving new music, Imperial Highway hits the spot. Download Imperial Highway. Check us out at candlepowerrecords.com and listen to the Candle Power Hour on ElectraCast.
ElectraCast.